the rookie first-rounder come in, stepping in like he did early in the season.
We've seen Jihad Campbell make a few plays now.
The Philadelphia Eagles are stacking up serious young talent on the defensive side of the ball, but what linebacker Jihad Campbell brings to the table makes him uniquely vile. When you turn on the tape, this dude is flashing in a way that tells you he is a huge Dynasty foundational piece for this defense. Remember, this is a guy they valued so highly that they actively traded up into the first round of the 2025 draft to secure him. But where Campbell really separates himself is what he does when he has to drop into space. He has fluid hips, handles zone drops with veteran-level spatial awareness, and possesses the closing burst to completely shut down throwing windows. And that lateral agility makes him a perfect chess piece on third downs, whether he is asked to spy a mobile quarterback or match a receiver in the slot. The baseline numbers from his 2025 rookie campaign tell you everything you need to know about how quickly he acclimated to the pro game. Stepping up for 10 starts across 17 games, he racked up 80 total tackles while logging 710 defensive snaps. He was creating massive splash plays too, finishing the year with an interception, 3 pass deflections, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery, easily landing him a spot on the PFWA All-Rookie team. And when Nakobe went down early in the season, Campbell stepped into the starting lineup and played like an absolute superstar, grading out at a blistering 83.2 through the first half of the year. So now, the big talking point in Philly is his recovery from off-season shoulder surgery. He is currently sidelined for spring workouts, but defensive coordinator Vic Fangio officially confirmed this week that Campbell is on track and will be 100% ready to roll by the time training camp kicks off in late July.
That's right. We are officially labeling Ventrell Miller as the premier early 2026 Dynasty linebacker breakout, the kind of low-cost gamble that can anchor your defense for the next 5 years for basically pennies on the dollar. With Devin Lloyd officially out of the picture and headed to Carolina, there is a massive 65% snap share void sitting right next to Foye Oluokun. But here's the insider secret that most casual fans are missing. This isn't the first time the Jags tried to give Miller the keys. Back in 2024, the coaching staff actually started phasing Lloyd out in favor of Miller before Lloyd had that massive 2025 All-Pro resurgence. The team has been dying to get Miller's Gator grid into the starting lineup for 2 seasons now, and with Lloyd gone, there is literally nobody left in his way. In fact, GM James Gladstone basically just confirmed this. In a presser just 24 hours ago, he told the media that the Jags have structured the roster so they don't have to pick based off of need in the draft. Translation, they aren't panicked about the linebacker room because they believe Miller is that guy. To really get why they are so high on him, you have to go back to his days in Gainesville. This isn't just some 4th-round flyer. He was the undisputed alpha and the heartbeat of that Florida defense. The legendary story every scout knows is his 2022 season. Miller played almost the entire year with a Jones fracture in his right foot. Think about that. A 230-pound linebacker taking numbing shots every single Saturday just so he could go out and punish SEC running backs. He finished that year as the highest-graded defender on the team because his instincts and his violence at the point of attack are just built different. He's a guy who literally wouldn't let a broken bone keep him off the field. Oh yeah, real quick, if you don't mind, hit subscribe. Thanks. That toughness is exactly why he is a hand-in-glove fit for what Anthony Campanelli is building in Duval. We're calling Campanelli the linebacker whisperer for a reason. The dude just got done coaxing career years out of guys like Quay Walker and Edgerrin Cooper. Campanelli is a Jersey guy who doesn't care about your draft pedigree. He cares about his specific philosophy, your eyes, your feet, and then a violent finish. He wants heat-seeking missiles who can trigger downhill in a split second, and that is Miller's entire DNA. Even in 2025, when Miller was mostly a rotational piece, the efficiency was staggering. He played just over 200 defensive snaps, but he was the only player in the entire NFL last season to record both an interception and a forced fumble on that limited volume. He even tied for second on the team on special teams tackles, proving that his violence isn't a scheme trait, it's a personality trait. From an analytics standpoint, the case for a breakout is closed. Miller finished 2025 with an elite 82.8 run defense grade and held quarterbacks to a measly 30.7 passer rating when targeted. In plain English, when he was on the field, the run game stopped and the pass game was a nightmare for the offense. Quarterbacks were statistically better off just throwing the ball into the dirt than testing Miller in the flat. But here is the massive dynasty window you need to pay attention to right now, the Foye Oluokun situation. Foye is a legend, but he's turning 31 this summer, and he carries a massive $17.1 million cap hit for 2026. Reports coming out of Jacksonville this week have already put Foye on the potential out list. If the front office decides to get younger and cheaper by June 1st, Miller doesn't just become the LB2, he becomes the alpha signal caller for this entire defense overnight.